Hey, I'm Russ Carricker with Day 6 Outdoors. We're here today with the Plotwatcher Pro camera. It's a time-lapse trail camera, again, so it operates off of time versus being activated by motion like most trail cameras. The real advantage of that is you're able to see beyond what a traditional trail camera can see. So if I'm looking at a 2 or 3 acre food plot, I'm not limited to what happens to 50 feet in front of that camera. I'm taking a picture every 5 or 10 seconds typically, and so if something happens 100 or 200 yards away from the face of the camera, I'll still see that, much like if I were having a guide sitting out on that field watching it, and then he comes back at the end of the day and he sits there for 12 hours and he comes back at the end of the day and tells me everything that he saw on that field in about 3 minutes. That's the real beauty of this camera. It really helps you to identify travel patterns of deer. You can see where deer come into and leave the field, and again, you see an entire area as opposed to having to be triggered by motion that typically on trail cameras, again, occurs only within that 30 to 50 feet from the trail camera. In addition to the camera, we do also sell a set of lenses that you can adapt by screwing off this piece, and then you can screw on a zoom lens and a wide angle lens. So if you happen to be in an area, say a utility line where it's a narrow field of view, you can go in with the zoom lens. Or if you're in a wooded area and you can't see a long distance anyway, you might prefer to go to a wider angle lens, and it gives you a 120-degree field of view, and you can see a lot more activity that way. So a lot of advantages to the Plotwatcher Pro. Gives you a whole different view than most traditional trail cameras, and it allows you to survey a much larger area and identify travel patterns of deer. So if you need more information, find us on day6outdoors.com.